Hey all, Avros here, back with the next Lufenia Plus fight. This one is for the Kain Intersecting Wills fight, which is against the 2 tunneler bosses. These bosses have an orb that spawns in at 79% HP and has an 8 count when it comes in. It is increased by 2 for both a Ranged BRV Attack and a greater than 500k damage ranged HP attack done in a single turn. The major issue with this fight is with the recast. One of the tunnelers does start with their bar filled, so we'll be doing this early if you don't have a method to delay them. This attack is Megaquake, which recovers them from break, removes 1 buff from each of your party members, and does a group Earth Bravery attack into a group HP attack that ignores HP reduction and preventing skills / buffs. It also inflicts Centipoison, a HP poison debuff that does a stacking of 5, 25, and 50% for 1, 2, and 3 stacks of the unit's maximum HP, increasing, as I said, with each stack there, so at 3 stacks it will tick for half of the party member's HP that it is on. Other than this attack, there's not too much else to worry about from the tunnelers, so you shouldn't be allowing them to have turns just to sort of avoid that altogether, and then you don't really have anything else to worry about because they're not attacking anyway, but even if you do let them take some turns, there's not a huge amount you need to be concerned with. So the strategy for this fight was to utilize how strong Trey's ranged attack follow-ups are for this fight. Between his Dynamite Arrow, Rain of Arrows, and using Grand Delta for the instant break, this fight is easily controlled for the orb situation, and Zidane is along for this fight to delete turns and help manage the boss's turns with his deletion. So the first turn for my clear was with Zidane, and I used him to delete a turn, get Ignis's LD debuff up, and then swapped him out for my Cloud Darkness friend. Once they were in, I used their LD attack for the re-rake and to stack their overhead buff, and then used their BT attack. The next turn after that was with Trey, and so I used Kurasame's regular into his LD call to get the debuffs up for increasing damage, and then used Grand Delta. For Bart's turn, I used Sid's regular call, which triggered the COD re-rake, which I used with Zero Form Particle Beam to delay the bosses, and then used Bartz's BT phase, expecting the normal Sid call to actually give him the launch, which unfortunately it didn't, so make sure to use Sid Rain's LD call here and not the regular call. After the BT phase was done, I used COD's Zero Form Particle Beam to delay again as she to get another turn from re-rake, and then used Trey's Dynamite Arrow to start taking control of the orb. On COD's next turn, I used her LD attack again, then continued to damage with her until Zidane came back in instead with COD, and with other members of the party as well, so that friend timer was up. And then on Trey's next turn, I used Rain of Arrows to take full control of the orb between both the Dynamite Arrows triggering at the end of its turn count, and Rain of Arrows going off every turn. The orb was fully under control, and continued to DPS the boss down with all of the party, utilizing EX skills whenever they came off of cooldown. From here on out, it's a relatively straightforward fight. Delete turns with Zidane whenever the bosses are getting too close on the turn track. Make sure Trey keeps both of his traps, Dynamite Arrow and Rain of Arrows, up whenever they are at charge stage 2, filling the gaps when they're still charging with his EX and LD attack. And Bartz brings his aura and damage, refreshing the BT aura with his BT flush finisher at 1 turn left. Is what I should have done, but I summoned at around 50% HP and had to carefully utilize my attacks under summon to make sure Bartz came out with 1 turn left on his aura out of the summon phase, so it could be reapplied without issue. From here on out, same loop as before, keep the bosses from getting a turn, use Trey's traps, and Zidane's deletion to make it work. On that note, thank you for watching. If you'd like any further assistance with this fight, please ask in the comments down below, and enjoy the rest of the video.
き受けます。成敗。おとなしく手を貸す。助け合いだ。出し惜しみはしませんよ。任せろ。俺の全力だ。任せろ。俺の全力だ。冒険はまだ終わらない。やろうぜ。この勝負もらった。浴びなさい。終わりだ。 力で行かせてもらいます。任せろ。俺の全力だ。行くぜ。助け合いだ。引き受けます。せい。終わりだ。出し惜しみはしませんよ。助け合いだ。引き受けます。成敗。浴びなさい。行くぜ。助け合いだ。引き受けます。てや。じゃあな。引き受けます。助け合いだ。全力で行かせてもらいます。穴から俺は本気だよ。任せろ。俺の全力だ。出し惜しみはしませんよ。助け合いだ。引き受けます。さあ行こう。全ての力を持って呪縛を引き受けます。手を貸すぜ。そこだ。手や。引き受けます。手を貸すぜ。浴びなさい。じゃあな。助け合いだ。引き受けます。みんなありがとな。